Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub, Pub Sports Radio, weekend edition, Saturday, April 23rd. Ian Cameron, Skee Profit, Dutch Boy, Fresh, Trot, Wham. I thought we were going to have Connor Mack joining us. He said he wanted to join us this weekend. He'll be on tomorrow instead. He's running late, so he'll join us tomorrow on the show. Special guest from Connor Mack. But we're here. We're ready to break down the Saturday NBA playoff card. We got 4 games, and we will start with the game that's coming up next hour to start the day. It's do or die for the Raptors. Philadelphia 76ers looking to break out the brooms here in Toronto this afternoon against the Raptors. We've got Philadelphia 2.5-point road favorites right now, 212.5 the total, which has gone down from an opener of 214.5. And the big news is obviously Scotty Barnes will be back today. No minutes restriction either. Back on the floor for the Raptors. You need all the help they can get, obviously, trying to trying to come at least win a game in this series. I mean, that's got to be the goal right now, is just win a game. They're probably not coming back and winning this series. They asked Nick Nurse that. He said, hey, someone's got to come back from 3-0 down. All we got to do is win one game, or get it to 3-1. But 3-1's been done before, he said. So that's the focus. Yeah, they're not winning the series. That's not happening. But can they win today? I mean, the one thing about the Raptors is not going to roll over. We've seen enough of this team to know there's heart, there's grit, there's character. You're not going to see them roll over without a big fight, just like they did in Game 3, but they just weren't good enough to close the deal in Game 3. That ended up being their issue in the loss against the Sixers in that game. We'll see how they fare here in this one, obviously, see if they fare better. When you look at this game, though, Toronto, I think, is going to give you a good effort. I think, again, this could be a spot where early in the game they're worth a look. It's desperation. First quarter, first half with the Raptors, I cashed with both of those in Game 3. I'd probably look in that direction, but I'd probably do what I did in Game 3, and that's probably not bet them full game, because I still worry in the back of my mind that you have a situation here where just Philadelphia gets stronger as the game goes on. I think an issue for the Raptors, too, is they haven't always had these situations where they've gotten key offense, key baskets at key times. They've had some droughts. They had a big drought in the fourth quarter and in overtime against the Sixers. They just couldn't buy a basket, and it ended up costing them in that game. So I think we'll get a big punch, just like we saw in Game 3 early from the Raptors with the first quarter and the first half. I like Toronto in those two situations. Toronto pretty much plus a half. I'll just go money line with Toronto first quarter. Same thing with the first half. I'll just take them on the money line, plus 100, plus 105. Lean to Toronto full game, but I definitely favor the first quarter and the first half. I'd rather focus in on that, because I think we'll get them showing up early, just like they did at the house on the other night in Game 3. Skee, what do you think here? Game 4, Philly and Toronto. Skee's muted.
Right when you said my name, it's like a pop-up on my thing telling me to update my computer or something.
Always at the worst time, yes.
I couldn't hit the unmute, but I don't really like I was writing props in this series, really. I was writing OG because Scotty Barnes was out. You say Scotty Barnes is back, so I don't want to go there. And I was playing Siakam, and he wasn't making it, so I don't even want to go back to him. And like you said, in a series like this where it's already pretty much over 3-0, I don't want to be betting the underdog. I think, they think it's over too. So I'll lean towards the Sixers, but I'm not going to bet this game. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm over here on the side locking in some baseball bets. I'll share them with you real quick. Since I don't have an opinion on the game, I got the Mets, got the Dodgers, Mariners, team total over 3.5, and Orioles under 8.5.
All right, there you go. I like the Twins early for what it's worth. It's not a baseball show, but I'm fading Velasquez. That guy stinks, and we'll take our shot fading him again today. But nevertheless, yeah, I think what you can do here, I've done this a lot with 3-0 series. I've taken the team that's facing elimination in the first quarter, first half, and you know what I've done at halftime? If I've cashed those two, take the other team live. And a lot of times the other team comes back and says, stop screwing around, all right? Let's finish this off. They come back and they win. I remember Miami did this, I think, last year or 2 years ago. They had a bad first quarter, bad first half. They were up 3-0 in the series. They were trailing at halftime. Guess who came back and won the game, though, after the bad first half? Miami. This could be that kind of game. Toronto early, you jump in with Philly at halftime, perhaps. That might be something I look at. Dutch, what do you think here? Sixers, Raptors.
Yeah, man. Real quick, salute to the ladies, gents, and DJs for tuning in. You already know it's all love. Hey, be sure to hit that motherfucking like button. Like I was just hitting that old school granddaddy perk. Get you right where you need to be. Yeah, man. Big shout out to MD24. I see you, my dude. TAC Rizza, G Martinez, Moses in the house, Steph Brosco, Lingo Wick. Appreciate everybody joining us on the AEM situation. Share the video if you would as well. Muchly appreciated. Raymond, come on, man. Luka healthy, man. Come on, he's a competitor. We want to see that motherfucker out there. They don't need it. They've been resting this motherfucker long enough. But yeah, about this game, man, I'm not gonna. I mean, it's Raptors, bro. It's Raptors. I locked it in for plus 110 first half. I think they win this game, though. And B got the little thumb issue, so we'll see how that affects them. But man, I mean, if you could count on the Philadelphia 76ers to step on these motherfuckers when they down, I just really don't. I believe the Raptors got a little bit of fight in them, and I think the Sixers are somewhat soft. So I believe they'll probably get it done back home. But you're gonna give me Scotty Barnes back too. That I was all over the Raptors before Scotty Barnes was even back in this game. I think you're gonna get better game from Van Fleet. Siakam had a horrible game. 3 should get better. These guys should play better basketball. Scotty should not mess it up. If anything, he's just going to improve. But I believe you'll get the best game from the Raptors here. I do think they win the game, but plus 110 first half, I like that a lot better. So, yeah, Raptors. And they got out-rebounded by 14 in game 3. It was a very close competitive game. So, hit the boards a little bit better. Scotty will obviously help that. And Philly shot 51% from the field, 42% from 3, and it was a close-ass game. I don't expect the Sixers to do that again. So, yeah, man, if you want to bet this full game, I'd only look the Raptors, but I like the value first half.
All right, like in the first half as well. All right, Wham, what do you think?
Yeah, man. This game, I don't have any action on pregame here just yet, but I am leaning towards the Raptors here as well. I just don't think that they're going to be continue to shoot this hot from 3 as far as the 76ers. It's been a collective within the last game, and it was a tough game. So I think adding a guy like Scotty Barnes may help them out a whole lot. I like the Raptors today. I just don't feel like I should pull a trigger on it or stretch on it here. I'd rather just watch and be a fan here.
This is Scott Foster's game today, by the way. He is reffing this game, so that's usually not good for the Raptors. We'll see today, though. But although he does favor the home teams a lot, so who knows? We'll see. We'll find out early. Who's he feeling today, Scott Foster? We'll find out early today in this one. All right, Game 4, Western Conference quarterfinal, Dallas Mavericks, Utah Jazz. Dallas leading the series 2-1. Gutless, heartless, pathetic Jazz the other night. A bad tune, singing that jazz is bad, man. You got to get some new artists in there. Literally, I mean, break up the band. The jazz band this jazz band is fucked as far as I'm concerned. We've got Utah here, 5.5-point home favorites, 213 the total in this one. And seriously, I mean, literally, they need to break up the band. There's lack of harmony. There's I don't think players are really feeling it. I don't think there's a tight knit team going on here with Utah. I think there's some issues with players and coach Snyder. I mean, I think there's all kinds of issues right now with this team. They're just not playing with the team type of game you need at the playoff time. And we saw that first and foremost against Dallas in game 3. I mean, no defense to be had. Again, making all of these players, how do you allow 7 different Dallas Mavericks double figures in points? Tells you that your defense is not up to task right now if you're the Jazz. And now you get Luka Doncic back. Now on a minutes restriction, he won't play, a full 48 minutes today. No question about that. But just having him back out there is definitely going to be a positive here for the Dallas Mavericks. It's funny that the total is up from 211 to 213 with the news that Luka's returning. Skee's talked about this all season. It's not necessarily an over situation with Luka back. Slows the pace down, walks the ball up the court, and yet they're betting over. And I know we've seen a couple overs now in a row. In this series, which we thought was going to be low scoring. Certainly game 1 was way under, and we've seen 2 overs since then. But this could go back to under, I think, today, potentially here in this game. You got to think the Jazz are going to try at least to fix whatever the hell is wrong with their defense. I don't know if it's possible for them to do that, but you would think the focus is going to be, fixing that part of their game. So I'd lean under, but my bet here is Dallas. I'm just going to wait till I get the best number possible. This could even go up higher because it's gone up really 4.5 up to 5.5. I'm even seeing a -6 with Utah in a couple spots. I don't understand the love for Utah. Is there a certain sentiment out there that maybe Luka coming back screws up this chemistry that Dallas has had the last 2 games with Brunson going off and Kleba and Finney Smith and Dinwiddie and all these guys stepping up offensively and a real team effort offensively. Now Luka comes back, everybody rests, and everybody expects Luka to do everything, and that screws things up for Dallas. Maybe. I could see that. There's some logic to that, but I also don't think Utah is good enough to for that to be an issue for Dallas, and I don't trust Utah laying points flat out. It really is that simple at this stage of the season with this group. So I'm back to Dallas again. I think we all like Dallas in Game 3. I don't know if we're all going to like Dallas in Game 4, but I think some of us do, and I'm one of those people. So back on Dallas here, +5.5, +6 in this one. Wham, we'll start with you here. Mavs, Jazz.
Yeah, man. So I agree with the total actually going up. I believe that there may be last chance, fucking Hail Mary adjustments coming from Quinn Snyder here with the information that we've seen from last game. So last game, they were pretty much down and out the whole game. As soon as they pulled out, Rudy Gobert and they threw in Eric Pascal, within those 10 minutes, they played there. They shot 68% on the offensive side. And you heard Quinn Snyder say after the game, like, playing Eric, it felt like it opened up, our offense there. And I believe that, if you think about, Hail Mary situations, you might pull the guy that's locking down the defense and just sacrifice the points just to get these guys the offensive flow here. Maybe just get Donovan Mitchell open lanes there without the clogging up the lane. So I believe that they may be doing that here in this game and Quinn Snyder. So I think Rudy Gobert under 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists, that may be a good play. It's hit 3 times so far in this series. In all 3 games. If he, sees a limited chance to get the same amount of usage that he's been getting, I think he will go under this because he's already been going under this, even if he has the, the opportunity. So if he's not on the floor, I believe Eric Pascal may be a good look in the props, but I'm not going to do that. I think under 29.5 is generous here from the books. So I'm going to take it under 29.5 for the prop there for Rudy Gobert. And y'all already know, man, I shouldn't have to keep telling y'all Utah suck, bro. We back on Dallas. It's only right. We hit the money line 2 times in a row. It's only right. They not good against the loss at ATS. We just going to take that in consideration straight up as well. So we on Dallas as well, man.
And Wham saying money line and plus the points, both for Dallas once again here. All right, Dutch, Dallas, Utah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy G Martinez. Aaron, I see you, my dude. Yeah, this game, I really like Dallas here, man. I do. I mean, everything y'all said. I think you got a pretty good game out of Utah, honestly, in Game 3. They shot 56% from the field in Game 3. 30%. I mean, you got 21 points from Conley, 24 from Bog. Rudy gave you 15, which is an improvement from what he's been doing, and of course, Mitchell gave you 32. I just look at it as like, does it get much better than that? I mean, and then if you take Gobert out the court, they've been plus 12 in the rebounds in the 3 games, right? But they was plus 19 in Game 1. It's only went down 2 and 3 since then. So I think, Pascal might help them, or however you say dude's name, might help them a little bit. Small ball, but that's gonna hurt them on the rebounding aspect. So I really don't see anything. I mean, that Utah can really do. I mean, I think they're just a disgruntled group. I think Dallas is super live to win this game. You're gonna give me 6 points with Luka or without Luka, man. I'm fucking with the Mavericks. So yeah, I like the Mavericks here +6.
All right, Mavericks as well for Dutch +6. Skee, Dallas, Utah.
Yeah, I feel like, y'all said enough about this game. I've been telling y'all for forever, Utah suck, man. Do not lay nothing with them, not 1 point. So it's Dallas or nothing in this game. Easy.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, we're all on the same page, and
I also
it's an
think
easy page to be on.
Yeah, I also think Dallas is going to get a little more calls too. They had a lot of fucking cheap shit going on with O'Neal and all these boys. A lot of cheap shit going against Brunson. So I wouldn't even be surprised if Dallas gets a ton of more calls and sees the free throw line even more in Game 4.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, it's an easy call to make just because of the fact, we've all been saying the same stuff that we've all seen for the last 2 months. This team is just it's totally disintegrating on the court. There's chemistry. There's I think some issues off the court right now as well. So it's just not good right now for the Utah Jazz, and it's not good for the Brooklyn Nets. They are trailing 2-0 to the Boston Celtics, and they are back at the house trying to respond in a game they pretty much have to have, down 2-0. Celtics and Nets in Brooklyn. The Nets 3-point home favorites, 222 the total in this game. I am not laying points with Brooklyn. Now, do I want to take Boston? In this spot, I don't know. I might stay off. What I'm hoping for is Brooklyn. Brooklyn is going to probably play, balls out tonight. I especially think KD is going to have a big game. All KD's heard the last couple of days is he sucks. The clunker and the no show, and he stunk the other night. That's the narrative. That's what everybody's saying about him after the game 2 loss to the Celtics. He's one of those guys that you trust him to have a better game after he's poor the game before that. So you'd expect Durant going to, demand the ball, want to show much better tonight. So any Durant props you can find, I wouldn't talk you out of that here. I lean to the over as well in this game at 222.5. Brooklyn, I think, back home, look to push pace even more. Be a lot more assertive offensively, better offensively. But at the same time, I don't know if they're going to shut down Boston totally. They've not been able to defend Boston in key times throughout the first 2 games of this series. So I think Boston gets theirs as well. I like the over. I could only take Boston here, plus the points. But I might lay off. And what I might hope for you guys is Brooklyn wins tonight, covers tonight, gets the series to 2-1. And I'll definitely be on Boston game 4 plus the points, because I think that's going to end up being a great spot if Brooklyn wins tonight. Hell, maybe tonight Boston's just too good for this team. They get it done again. I would only look to Boston, but I think I might pump the brakes, see if Brooklyn wins tonight. I expect their best effort here, the Nets, and then I'll come back to bet Boston in game 4. 100% I'll do that if Brooklyn wins tonight in game 3. Skee, what do you think here, Boston and Brooklyn?
Yeah, I trusted KD last time and let me down, but I kind of agree with you. I don't think I'll be betting it today, but I probably would agree with that. I'll be on Nets first half, though. It's do or die, just like you saw Atlanta yesterday, and it's always going to be shaded just because it's been profitable long term to take the home team down 0-2. I think 34 and 11 is what I have since 2015 against the spread, which is above 75%. So I like the Nets first half minus 3.5. And I think the first half total is a little bit low, 108. I feel like they've went over that both times and probably every single time they've played. So I'll be on the first half over as well.
All right, so Brooklyn early first half, and first half over for Skee as well here. Dutch, how about you? Celtics Nets.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy, Nasty Nate. I see you, my dude. Prince of the City in there. I see you. Yeah, I agree with my man Skee, bro. I bet -3 first half. I think the Nets win this game too, though. But I do think it can come down a little close at the end. So maybe a Skee line for full game would be where you're at. But I expect the Nets to show up. But it's like he said, man, do or die this first half. Brooklyn been doing good in the first half anyway. The 3-0 ATS first half in the 2 games versus Boston, and of course the playing game with Cleveland. Average margin, they're up 8 points at half, and then they come out in that third quarter, they're -6 in that third quarter in those 3 games. So they come out hot, and like I said in this game previously, that these boys tire out. They just do. They expect KD and Kyrie got to be goddamn near perfect, and it's just too hard. Your legs start to give after 40 something minutes. So I don't know if that's gonna happen tonight, but what this comes down to, man, is I really think Steve Nash got a coach, man. He's got to make some adjustments. You cannot have Steph Curry, or fucking Seth Curry in the lineup. Starting lineup. He can't. He just can't. Yeah, is he gonna make some shots? Yeah, but he can't be in the starting lineup. You have to make a switch. You want to bring Edwards, the 6'8" rookie, out, play some D's. The kid shot 35% from 3. I know he ain't giving you much lately, but you have to make an adjustment. If you got to bring Claxton in the starting lineup and bring Aldridge to come off the bench. Aldridge can't give you nothing. Come on. You're playing too small. You're getting out-rebounded. You're getting bullied around. You cannot have Patty Mills on the court anymore. He's got to go down. So someone's got to replace Patty Mills. He's been MI fucking A. And then you got him running with Goran Dragic. It's just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing out there? Do you want this to be a competitive basketball game? I know Goran Dragic dropped 18 last game, but he can't be on the fucking court in the fourth quarter guarding Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. It just is what it is. So if you want to get Dragic his minutes, bring him in off the bench. You want to give Curry some minutes, bring him off the bench. But I believe Kessler Edwards or Claxton got to be fucking playing in these games, bro. They got to be starting. Make KD and Kyrie could be shooting, and Brown hit that little corner shot. But they got to run some pick and rolls too with KD. Run the pick and roll with Drummond. Don't I always just let it be, okay, KD, it's you on an island, bust these motherfuckers' ass. Same thing with Kyrie. That's all it is. Can we run some actual offense here and free up these fucking guys that are elite offensive players? But Boston got an elite team defense, so you can't just expect these motherfuckers to go one-on-one. So I would really appreciate it if Steve Nash would look down his fucking bench and use it a little bit, and maybe even listen to some motherfuckers that he got on there, because they got to play some defense and they got to make some adjustments if they want this to be a series. Now, I agree with KD. The motherfucker's 13 of 41 in the motherfucking series, 12 turnovers, shooting 31% from the field. KD, bro, come on, man. They ain't got nobody really out there that should be fucking with you like that. So I think he'll have a game tonight. He's minus fucking 30 in the second half. So if you don't believe me about these second halves coming down with Brooklyn, just check the numbers. In the 2 games, he's minus 30 in the second half. And we know he went over 10 in the second half in his previous game, but he still dropped 27 on the motherfuckers. He went 4 for 17 from the field, 18 to 20 from the free throw line. So, I mean, we need 29 and a half, right? We need 30 points. I believe he'll get that tonight. So I like KD, man. This motherfucker's been going through the rake the last, couple days. They have extra rest, too. So this should help a heavy loaded Kyrie and KD. And Kyrie coming off a pretty bum-ass game himself. But I co-sign KD with the points, and I'm all over Brooklyn minus 3 first half.
There you go. KD props, especially over points, and Brooklyn first half. And that's true. Run some pick and pop, run some pick and roll, like do some things. Like it can't just be one-on-one ISO basketball with those 2 guys all night long and with double team swarming. Like Boston's not stupid. I mean, they're not stupid. They know who's going to get them all, who's going to get the majority of the shots. Kyrie Irving, KD, free them up. It's 100% true, Dutch, with that little rant there. Couldn't have said it better. You got to try to get some other players involved more in the offense, more routinely, more regularly, so that there's going to be more openings for uncontested shots for both Durant and Irving. But will we see that tonight's the question. Wham, what do you like?
I like a lot in this game. I like a lot in this game. It's not a lot of stuff is not available, like Robert Williams props. I haven't found those yet, but I'm on the Celtics here. I know I'm against the clan. You feel me? I ain't supposed to be doing this, but I think the Celtics are just gonna, shake some shit up here. It's all about Brooklyn, but it could easily go all about fucking Ben Simmons not being available here. Rob Williams being the next addition to the offense, being an additional lob threat. I just think you're getting too much value on the team. I think that's better, man. So even though I agree with the guys, the idea of them beating here, coming out here and winning at the house, which we haven't seen it yet, bro, as a favorite. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like they've been showing me anything that's different here. So I think Rikers Island is still KD's home at this point, bro. He's still gonna be locked up, and it's just gonna be like that series, man. The type of Boston basketball that I think we're gonna be accustomed to for years on that if these guys stay together. So I like these 2 right here to lock up, bro. And I'm on Boston, man, money line.
All right, like in Boston here to take a stranglehold 3-zip over the Brooklyn Nets tonight against the Nets. All right, next up, final game for this Saturday, Western Conference quarterfinal game for the Memphis Grizzlies and the Minnesota Timberwolves. I really don't know how the hell they picked themselves up off the mat, Minnesota, but they'll try tonight here in game 4. Memphis leading the series 2-1. Memphis 3-point road favorites, 232 and a half the total. I like this game a little bit over the total as well, because now we're seeing the total down a bit. We saw 238 in the first game, 239 and a half the second game, which stayed under, 238 in the third game, which stayed under by a significant margin. But now you get a little adjustment. You get away from the 239s, the 238s, and all of a sudden we're down to 232 with this total. So take advantage, I think, of the adjustment now. I think we'll see certainly a better offensive game from Minnesota, where they had 39 in the first quarter, and they had 2 quarters where they had 12 points, including, of course, the fourth quarter, which was just the dagger for them. They could not find a way to overcome it. The Memphis defense was stifling, no question, but it was definitely not a very good offensive showing in the in the fourth quarter from Minnesota. We'll see if that's able to change here in this game. It's just one of those situations where now people have seen 2 straight unders, and now we're getting a great value at a much lower total. I think it's a good time to go the other direction. Look over the total. Remember, this is still an offense that when they're on Minnesota, it can be very good, even with Memphis being a solid defensive team. And I think tonight's going to be a night where you see them play a 4-quarter, more consistent offensive game with, obviously, their season on the line. They can't go down 3-1 series going back to Memphis for Game 5. But Minnesota can't stop and defend Memphis. I'm pretty convinced of that. This hasn't been a very good defensive team all year. Minnesota still one of the fastest-paced teams in the NBA. Memphis not quite as much, but a lot of weapons, and they showed it in Game 3, did they not? It's not just John Morant. It's Desmond Bane lighting you up. It's Dylan Brooks hitting big shots. It's Brandon Clark having the kind of game he had as well for the Memphis Grizzlies in Game 3. 20 points from him. You got 11 from Brooks, like I said. You got Jackson that you have to worry about. You got Tyus Jones, who can be a marksman sometimes and stepped up off the bench with 11 points. That's not some kind of array of offensive versatility and balance that I think Minnesota can defend, because they're just not a very good defensive team. And Charles Barkley nailed it the other night. How on the hell, as a head coach of an NBA team, can you stand there and allow a 21-0 run without calling a timeout? How do you do that if you're Chris Finch? That was a bad moment for him. Horrendous. That's as bad as it gets from a coaching standpoint. Look, he's done a lot of good things with Minnesota, but he's not looked good in these last couple playoff games, especially that. You gotta stop the momentum. You gotta stop the snowball from rolling down the hill, man. Call a goddamn timeout. 21-0 run, and he didn't even call a TO. Horrendous by Finch. I don't trust Minnesota. I mean, I know you're going to get an urgent effort from them. They can't go down 3-1, but I think Memphis is starting to flex their muscle. They're better than Minnesota. We're starting to see that. I'm not on the side, but I am on the over. I do lean to Memphis in this game, but I do like the over here, 232. I think take advantage of the significant adjustment down in the total, and I think tonight we get that game over the total here with the Grizz and the Wolves. Dutch, let's start with you here. Game 4, Memphis, Minnesota.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guy Dan Kelly. I see you, my dude. And I don't know if I can remember 2 20-point leads being blown like that. Lucky Power, I see you, bro. Kenny Woo Woo Woo. Yeah, man. Red Girl, good to see you in the chat. Good to see that you went 3-0 yesterday. Like, the opposite of what I did, but that's a beautiful thing, though. Yeah. But yeah, what the fuck? This game, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't bet this game. I didn't even want to look at this motherfucker game. I got 3 bets already. I think though, when you do look at this game, when it comes down to it, this game is these 2 teams are a little closer than than I would think. Rebounding is right there. Field goal percentage, 3-point, everything is right there, to be honest with you. But I mean, I don't know, man. Grizzlies, I just think, are just better, bro. Really, But when the numbers do show, they're pretty close. So I'm gonna stay off this game. But I think if you're gonna bet it, I think you could only bet the Grizzlies. Bobano said a lot, man. They deep. They got a lot of boys. They got Clark playing good now. So I don't know, man. Maybe Big Cat might show up and get a little game 1. But yeah, I'm off this game, man. Back with this motherfucker. Look at Steve.
Hey, we have.
Go ahead.
How about
DC
that? We haven't
ready
had
for
the
this
backwood
motherfucker.
out till now. They're the last game on the card, and it's our first backwood appearance of the day there, right there.
Nice.
I saw somebody
Can't wait to jump in on these Grizzlies.
Somebody on the chat too said no backwoods today, -600. And he lost that juice, man.
That was our guy Dan Kelly. And I'm glad you said that, because I remember too. I was like, oh, bro, it's -600. I'm back with that motherfucker heavy. That last game, clear back with it. Hey, a lot of guys I respect on the Grizzlies. So I mean, shit, who knows? By the time we get there, I might fuck around on the Grind City. But yeah, it seems to me a close game. But, yeah.
This is in between the ears and mentally more than physically with Minnesota tonight. I mean, that was a debacle. You blow 2 20-point leads in the fourth quarter. One that you blow costs you the game. What do you have mentally to put that away, throw it aside, and come back tonight strong? We're going to find out something about how tough they are mentally, this Timberwolves team tonight, because that's not an easy loss to bounce back from. Wham, what do you think?
Come on, man. Like Dan Kenley said, have we ever seen this before? I don't know what to believe. Like, I want to believe that the Timberwolves will come out and play a little bit better, because we've seen them play pretty good in this series already. So I want to believe that we will see them do that. But will I believe that? Hell nah. Hell nah. It's a Memphis Max City in this motherfucker. I believe you, Aaron. I believe you, brother. I think this is a Memphis Max spot. I haven't bet this game yet, but this is the only way I'm going. I'm never going to put my money on anybody that, can't call a timeout. First off, Can't call a timeout when the shit is leaking, dog. When the ship is sinking, bro. Plug this shit up, man. Help me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to shovel this water out. Help me out, brother. And he's not that type of coach. That's terrible. And then you think about the players that's on the floor with him, like Carl Anthony Towns, trying to sip wine after the game, bro. Y'all about to go home, man. So Memphis only, bro. Only.
All right, only Memphis for Wham here in this one here. This is the late game, by the way, 10 p.m. Eastern, so late Saturday night game here with the Grizz and the Timberwolves. Skee, what do you think here, Memphis, Minnesota?
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. There's no way I'm putting I'm shaking my head, Dutch, because you're saying you're trying to trust Karl Anthony Towns after what you've seen him do and what he's telling you in his interviews. It's no
I didn't say
way.
I was trusting him. I just said he might show the fuck up, bro. He should after game 3, goddammit.
I ain't put my money on him. I ain't put my
talent,
money on him. Hey, he's softer than anything I ever seen, bro. He got no heart. He don't even care. You know what I'm saying? He say he want to go sip wine. He want to go be with his support system, bro. It's 2-1. It's 1-2. You still got minimum 2 more games to play. He's talking like it's already 1-2-3 Cancun. So what y'all said about them blowing 2 20-point leads, I fully agree with that. I think it's demoralizing. Wham said about the coach, he's an idiot. He don't know what to do either. It's not like he has a veteran team that's like been there before. Like these are all young guys, you know what I'm saying? He's 21-0 and no timeout. Dog, he has no clue either. So give me Taylor Jenkins. Give me everybody on the Grizzlies is a dog. Give me them versus the soft Timberwolves. And it's gonna get ugly, man. Timberwolves not winning another game. Give me the Grizzlies tonight.
So that's Memphis to win and Memphis to do it decisively, says Skee in this one. Like they're going to roll here. It sounds like that's what Skee's thinking here with the Grizzlies. Hey, got it right with Atlanta last night. We'll give Skee his props there. It was close, but pulled it out.
Oh, man, this motherfucker sitting on a horseshoe with that shit, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, where there's trade, dog. He never out of it.
He did make the game-winning shot. He did. The little
yeah, he did. He got his ass
floater.
busted for 40 fucking 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden, the little guy want to show the fuck up, man.
Hey, man. As long as you got him on your team on the court, it's a chance for you to win a game. That's all I'm saying.
Yo,
now Lowry's a little banged up.
And I'm happy you cashed your ticket. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, man. Bruh, I know you was tight as a motherfucker that whole damn game. Besides the second quarter, I mean, Miami had that motherfucking game. +9 in rebounds. Fucking, I don't even want to go in. I don't even want to go in. Because I sound salty as a motherfucker. I sound like a little bitch right now. But god damn it. I woke up salty as fuck. Like, did Miami really lose that motherfucking game? But it had to be that little motherfucker.
It's only right, dog.
They looked like they were going to send Atlanta back 3-0. It looked like, early in that fourth, because they got up by double digits. It was either late in the third or early in the fourth. They got up by double digits, and here was Atlanta just chipping away, and pulled it out.
Coach called a timeout, even though they was losing. He called timeouts.
Yes, that's right. They tried to wake him up a little bit, and it ended up working. All right, briefly, this game is going to start as we do the show, just as we start the show tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. This game will be starting, so I'm just going to throw out a brief opinion on it. Milwaukee, Chicago, Game 4. Milwaukee 4-point road favorites, 218.5 the total. I'll tell you right now, it's. I think Chicago is gonna. I think Chicago's prideful enough to be better here, but I don't know. It's tough to trust them after just a debacle last night against the Bucks. And I thought the Bucks would show up first game without Middleton. I also think Chicago is, with DeRozan in this group, they got enough guts in them to play a lot better here. So maybe early I look Chicago, quite honestly. And look, I love the Bucks last night and happy to see them win. But I think Chicago is not totally written off just yet. And first game without Middleton, I thought Milwaukee would raise their game collectively. Now the second game without him, sometimes you don't always get the same level from that team without the player that got hurt, which is Middleton. So I think Chicago early could be a good look in this game. I don't know if I trust them to win the game or for the full game, but maybe early I look Bulls. That's my initial gut lean here with Game 4 tomorrow. Skee, just quickly, an initial brief thought on that game tomorrow.
My bad, Ian.
Or if you have none, just say I don't have one right now, and we'll come back to you tomorrow.
What is it? The Sixers and Raptors, right?
No, Milwaukee, Chicago. First game tomorrow.
First game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Pass.
I'm not trusting Chicago.
Nope.
That's all as simple as that. They got to show me something. I know they won that one other game, but I don't think I talked to you guys before they played yesterday, whatever day they played. But I simply don't trust Chicago. It's just that. So give me the defending champs.
All right, liking Milwaukee, initial lean there, -4. And look, maybe this is Memphis, Minnesota, where we kind of think Memphis now has taken the fight out of Minnesota, and maybe they're going to roll now in this series. And maybe we see that here with Milwaukee after a beatdown of Chicago last night. Dutch, what are you thinking here?
Man, fuck the Chicago Bulls. That's all I know. And I ain't even looked at yesterday's or tomorrow's game. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that shit.
Probably not going to be on Chicago based on.
I tell you that right now. I'm not even gonna wear the hat again. I might throw that
Hell
bitch over the motherfucking balcony. God
And
damn.
I did talk to y'all. I remember.
Yeah,
now.
you did. I was gonna put you on blast. This motherfucking party guy. Yes, you were here yesterday. I told you woke up in that motherfucking outfit, bro. You know, you got 3 hours, woke up in that bitch. Yeah, we did see you yesterday, and you did say you like the Bucks, but I don't think you was on them. But we'll see though. Man. We'll see.
I was on
life,
the ref.
man.
First half.
Yeah, first
game,
half,
was
my man.
full
Bobano
game,
was
man.
all over it, and I read some bullshit and reached like a motherfucker, man. You know.
And wham,
Yeah.
wham, bam. Initial thoughts here on Chicago tomorrow.
I would say this though: Nikola of Vucevic is getting outplayed by Brook Lopez. He's playing better than him in this series, and that's shown a lot. You know
That's
what
a
I
good
mean?
point.
For a guy that's on the floor that long, so continue to be on the floor. You can only think the results are the same. So, gotta go Bucks again, man.
All right. Looks like Bucks fear the deer. Back in action tomorrow in Game 4. All right. We'll be back in action tomorrow, too. 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, same time, Sunday, NBA Pub-Up Show. Make sure you join us. 238 live viewers right now today. We thank you for joining us. Hit that like button. Come on, hit the like button. We appreciate it. And we're here 7 days a week for the rest of the playoffs and the NBA season. Best bets, Dutch's freshest look coming right up. Southtown 101, when you're in San Antonio, Texas, stop in. Great food, drinks, live music, DJs, karaoke. Southtown 101. Manscaped, promo code PubSports, 20% off your purchase. Lawnmower 4.0 or any Manscaped product, 20% off with promo code PubSports. MyBookie.ag, promo code PubSports. Again, we've got NBA playoffs, NHL, UFC, MLB, USFL, and more. Sign up for an account. Bitcoin accepted currency for your deposit. MyBookie.ag, promo code PubSports. All right, best bets, Dutch's freshest look to wrap that up for this Saturday edition of the Pub Hub. Wham, let's start with you. What do you like for best bet?
Yeah, we're going to go to the game that I think that is the best bet. It's going to be the Utah Jazz. We're going to fade Rudy Gobert. We're going to go under 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Right now, you're getting at -113, I believe, the best available. But I like this play a lot because I believe Eric Pascal will play a little bit more at the 5 spot. You heard Quinn Snyder mention it a little bit, giving them an offensive boost. And then they can play a little bit better defense there. I don't think it's going to be up to the level of Rudy Gobert. So I like the over there, but it's going to be the under 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Rudy Gobert. Maybe crying again like he was at the All-Star, snub there.
Rudy Gobert is taking the heat, and the heat might continue if Wham has anything to say about it. Under Rudy Gobert, points, rebounds, assists for his best bet. Apparently, Scotty Barnes is just won Rookie of the Year. Good for him. I think he's going to be mini Kawhi in a couple of years. Just one of the better, more dominant two-way players in the NBA. I think the ceiling is high for him if he keeps on developing. So good way to go, Scotty Barnes, winning Rookie of the Year. Dutch, what do you think here for freshest look?
Yeah, man. Freshest look. We'll stay right there in bum ass motherfucking Utah. And you already know, man. I got my motherfucking Top Gun back. Luka the motherfucking Don. And we're going with the boys. Mavericks. +6. That's good money.
All right. Dallas +6 against Utah. Freshest look for Dutch. Skee, what do you like for best bet?
Yeah, I'll give you two. because I didn't mention both of them during the games, but they've gone over, they've scored 60 plus every single first quarter. They're offering 56.5 for tonight. Number one, number two pace teams. Give me up and over on that. And kind of maybe piggyback in there. Another play we've been riding. Grizzlies, first quarter team total, over 28.5. They average more like 30 on a year. They've gone over, they've had 30 plus 16 out of their last 21 games. And I want to say Minnesota has allowed their opponents to score 30 plus, something like either 7 of their last 9 or 6 of their last 8, something like that. So first quarter over 56.5, Grizzlies first quarter team total over 28.5.
All right, there we go. I like a double shot of best bets for Skee Profit here on a Saturday Pub Hub show. All right, my best bet, ditto is Dutch, Dallas +6. Clear best bet for me. I'd be lying if I said it was anything else. I like Dallas a lot. I think outright win potential isn't out of the question. We know we don't trust Utah. Flaky, soft, not playing good defense. Dallas gets Luka back. Could it screw up chemistry? Yeah, but Utah may not be good enough to take advantage of it. Dallas +6 against Utah for my best bet for this Saturday NBA Pub Hub show. Cashed with Phoenix last night, so hopefully we got another best bet winner in for you today with the Dallas Mavericks. Great stuff. Great show. Thanks to everyone for joining us. Hit that damn like button before you leave us. Make sure you do that. And we'll be back tomorrow for another Pub Hub show for Skee Profit, Dutch Boy Fresh, Trot Wham. I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy the games and good luck. We'll talk to you again tomorrow on Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Another edition of the NBA Pub Hub Playoff Edition tomorrow on Sunday right here on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man, you know where it's at, Pub Sports Radio. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Yo, salute to the real ones. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.